We know this issue of NNAMDI KANU, the release of NNAMDI KANU. It has been something that has been shaking the country for a long time now, since they kidnapped him from Kenya till now. This time around, already TOMPOLO, DOCUBO, we will say is a man that once sometime he will come out to say what is right. Sometime he will come out to say what is not right. But this time around, he have come out to speak to Tinubu, to the Tinubu government, that he should release NNAMDI KANU, that NNAMDI KANU is his brother. He should release him. And then the issue of reason why the Igbo is been crying for marginalization is because of Nigeria is not treating them fair. That NNAMDI KANU is his brother. He should release him. And also the GOODLUCK Jonathan, former president, and the TOMPOLO, they are also going around. I hope that some of you will recall how GOODLUCK speak to Tinubu that he should release NNAMDI KANU, that he should release him. And also TOMPOLO also himself is going around to make sure that NNAMDI KANU is being released. But in all the whole thing, we are seeing that the issue of NNAMDI KANU, it is calling a lot of people. It is calling a lot of people to come together, and it is time for everywhere, the south, the southeast, to know that it's only unity that can make Nigeria to respect them. If it is not anything but, let this be the beginning of united we stand. Let it be the beginning of unity in the east and in the south. So I would like you to watch the video where our different activists explain everything concerning what is really going on between TOMPOLO, GOODLUCK Jonathan, and also the issue of Okoson DOCUBO. So he has come out to talk a lot of things, but this our different activist is going to explain a lot concerning what is going on. And as you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and I would like to hear a comment down below.
It's as simple as that. The lives of these people are more precious, more important than keeping NNAMDI KANU in the ground. When you do not have the power, the strength, the wherewithal to provide security for the people, you are not talking of property. I'm not talking. You don't have. It's as simple as that.
Good evening to you. Currently, we hear what Okoson DOCUBO is saying, that NNAMDI KANU is his brother. Maybe they have seen that time has come for Biafra to get the freedom. They're scared. They want to join the movement currently.
You want to come from behind.
And we see TOMPOLO and former president of Nigeria, Jonathan GOODLUCK, having secret meeting to see how that can come to become reality in Nigeria currently.
Yes, let me just tell you, I think the Niger Delta, the issue of South has been a divide and rule stuff actually pushed by Gowon, to make sure that the Igbos are completely disengaged, or fractured, or disembarked, or infiltrated, so that they cannot be able to come together as one. Immediately after the Nigeria-Biafra war, Gowon did not actually go to the eastern part of the country. He moved to the so-called south today, where he went. Even after the war, he had some level of arrangement and meeting with them and all that. At the end of the day, before immediately we see abandoned property, we start seeing Igbo no be South no be Igbo, Port Harcourt no be Igbo. We begin to hear all those manner of things, But thank God for the people of Delta State who are still insisting, even at this moment, even though they were more massacred, the Asaba massacre is still there. But you see, these people are saying Delta State, they are purely and still remain Igbo. today, they have never questioned, even though it became very clear. The Delta State, I'm talking about Delta State, go. So what does that tell you? Chukwumansogu is an Ephraim man. He's an Igbo man. Forget whether it is region or region no say. No, that's not correct. What is his name? It's Chukwuma. So, Gowon's visits after the war to the so-called 12 states he created was what instigated what we are seeing today to a point that say that we will not allow these two regions to actually come together in any form. That if we see them coming together, you know, it means Nigeria will not be able to infiltrate them and take what belongs to their land and use it anyhow. If they are using it for the development of Nigeria, you know, that is ununderstandable. But they use it anyhow, bastardize and pollute the entire Nigerian Delta Biafra land. And when I see this people say, I look at them, I laugh. Yes! So if Asani Dokubo is coming out publicly and start and looking at that angle, say, you know, yes, I and NNAMDI KANU is brothers. We can reconcile. I disagree to agree. And he's coming up publicly to say it, that in case of Nigeria think otherwise, the Ijaman will not declare for Nigeria. The Ijaman will declare for Biafra because Igbos are their brothers. Yes, he said it very clearly. But if at that level we are now seeing a different fragmentation within the old Eastern region bloc, where they are using political means, poisonous campaign that you are not giving just to lay hand on crude oil. I think there should, but I like Jonathan. I love Jonathan. Yes, I have always loved Jonathan. I'm not talking about his qualities as a leader, as a president that time, or what he was able, you know, to give out to Nigerians, not minding where you come from. I love Jonathan so much. But Jonathan himself has come to realize that the Nigeria as a nation is still questionable. That Nigeria as a nation can never be allowed to exist the way it is. And that the best option, that if negotiation of unity first, balkanization becomes an alternative. He said it very clearly that I was betrayed. Who betrayed you? It's not the Igbo. He made it very clearly. Even though we have not had any opportunity to take a shot at the presidency, we supported and gave our respective lives to make Jonathan president of Nigeria against the wish of the Yorubas and the Northerners. We stood for Jonathan. But when it comes to politics and to steal the crude oil, they will tell you a South man is not an Igbo man. But gradually, I must give it to John Azontambata from Ipole for the unification of the Igbo nation that's already, you know, ongoing. So I said to Kubo, yes, we saw the secret meeting. We saw the meeting where TOMPOLO was thoroughly briefed. We had a very good arrangement there, connection and chemistry and understanding. You know, and before that, I remember that TOMPOLO has actually hosted, you know, top powerful Igbo celebrities and businessmen in Baramaki Kingdom. Not few months ago. He's signaling that, you know, a time will come that the North and the Yorubas cannot be able to question us anymore because we would have conquered the infiltration and divide and rule, you know, above what they think, and we will use it as a block to defend the entire South.
So that takes us to current situation of Nigeria, where insecurity is biting, and we also know coming tomorrow on the 20th of October, someone from Yoruba land have taken the sworn by himself that he is going to come out boldly without no fear that there's going to be freedom for NNAMDI Kanu.
Thank you for that question, because a lot of Igbos are not comfortable with the way Sowore is actually pushing for that protest, and whether he's working for the government or not. That's not my business. But my business at this point is to question the rationale why a judge in Nigeria could not be able to declare or issue a court injunction, a spotted injunction on the issue that has to do with protest right inside the sitting court premises. Back my word, sitting court premises. Why is it that it's only when he entered his chambers that he now issued a court injunction, triggering a certain angle, fear within the circle of the Nigerian military? And what we're hearing, that maybe Bola Ahmed Tinubu, reportedly went underground, or they tried to take some action, like what we saw in Madagascar, what we saw in Nepal. But avoid what is coming. Don't pretend about it. The government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not be pretend over what Nigerians are going on at this point in time. Don't pretend over it. There's no need of pretending. The injustice is too obvious. Do not come and put NNAMDI Kanu, that NNAMDI Kanu issue has become an embarrassment to the Nigerian government, has become a global issue, and that the people felt that they are no longer in the government. They are no longer belonging to a system that called themselves a country where they belong, and therefore it triggered a military coup against Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mazin NNAMDI Kanu hand no day there. Nigerians are going through 99% air. You must understand that. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it is not a smiling thing. It is no longer suffering and smiling. Okay? We are crying in the midst of suffering. Transformation does not come just by mere statement of appeal. Transformation comes as a result of the people you put on the structures of activities and organizations to put themselves to work, implement the policies and fix it. I always say it, that the problem of Nigeria has always been leadership. It is the leadership that man the institutions and structures of democracy. And you can see, you factored all the Lagos boys around and everything. Nigeria is sinking on daily basis. And every time you see this thing, there's already a rumor that their government can be toppled at any time. I pray there is not an Igbo man that is going to become the military head of state at the end of the day, so that the Yoruba man will not tag an Igbo man. He is the problem. He is the one. Another example, no. So I want to see if an Hausa man overthrow Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then whether the Yorubas are going to declare war or fight them at the end of the day, just like what they are saying. Then they will now know, when it becomes very fighting on the Yoruba side, they say, I want Nigeria to disintegrate. Where are they now? They have all gone underground. And let me just put it very clearly to somebody. I am not against whatever you feel you can do. After all, Mazin NNAMDI Kanu actually advocated for your release when you were captured too by the system. NNAMDI Kanu called for your release. NNAMDI Kanu protested that you should be released. Not only you, we're talking about El Sasaki. Mazin NNAMDI Kanu also contributed, called global attention and movement and attraction to the plight of El Sasaki as at that time. That is what an Igbo man is, and that's what an Igbo man has always, represented. But Nigeria have seen that a man that was born into freedom has been held hostage just because he wants to be part of Nigeria. That is the resistance the Igbo man is questioning up to this moment. And that is what Sowore actually understands. That the leader, Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu, should respect and understand that whatever you are being paid for or you are saying at this moment does not matter when it comes to governance in Abia State. Leave Alex Oti alone. Leave Alex Oti alone. Everybody must not be in APC. APC, to many people, they are still suspicious. It's unfortunate that, Alhaji Abubakar Atiku does not want to understand what it means that it is a Southampton, and what Erufai is advocating for is a Southerner to represent Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But if Atiku feel that he can work for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by declaring for APC, then so be it. The Igbo man will not die. And very dark man should respect himself too. Very dark man should respect himself too. If you want to do business, go to China. Don't disturb anybody. Don't factor rubbish into it. Go to China, do your business. Must you bring Igbo man factor when we are talking about the most prominent movement in the history of the world? The IPOB movement, the Biafra movement, the most beautiful movement on how to organize and attract solidarity from all over the world to the plight of NNAMDI KANU, illegal continuous detention. Very dark man, you are talking a different thing entirely. Go out there, do your business. If you like to say one kobo, it's your business. It does not concern anybody. Respect yourself, very dark man. See, I always say it very clearly. We are not in the presidency. We have not benefited anything from Nigeria. The Igbo man struggle and sweat and steam to survive. Respect yourself. If you want to do business, go to China. Nobody's stopping you. Don't involve Igbo. Don't involve tribe. Don't involve personality. Do your own business quietly and get out. That's my take on that.
Oh yes, that is a very nice move. It is a high time the government need to respect the rules of law and follow things according to what is in the book. Because as a country, they have laws, they have a way to follow, and their courts have also given the order they need to follow. We don't know why they are keeping insisting that Namdi Kano will still remain in detention. The court have already tell him to go. The court has already freed him, but still yet the government they insist that they will be keep holding him. So well, this time around, Tokumbo, both Tompolo and Goodluck Ibelo Jonathan, all of them have now come out to speak the same thing. That is it is now that that Tinubu need to raise Nnamdi Kanu, because if you look very well, you will know that what he's looking for, it is for justice, it is for peace, it is how you will treat the Igbo man the way you treat others. But because you cannot be having Igbo man in your country and you claim it is part of Nigeria and he will be a second class citizen, it is somehow. So all those things, everybody knows what Mazi is talking about. Everybody knows, both them that is in power, both them that is out of the power. They know everything. So all those things they are doing is just matter of a time. And then don't be surprised once Tinubu finish now in this, before you know, will come out and be pleading and be saying to it's because of this, it's because of that. Well, you see, look at what I did and look at what I did not do. So all those kind of is something, it is something that he will finally and later talk. If he did not talk, one of his aides will definitely talk about it. So, well, I would like to hear your comments down below. Like, subscribe, and share the video to go around. Let everyone see what is really going on in Nigeria. And thank you for watching.